Here's what we have for KRCG 13 Live at 5. Officials released the name of a man found dead on a Callaway County road. You can buy fireworks in the state of Missouri, but dry conditions could make the 4th go up in flames. And this sign is the first of its kind in Boone County. We'll tell you why.
And it's another big backyard barbecue here on a Tuesday night. We've got your full forecast coming up. KRCG 13 Live at 5 starts right now.
Live from across mid-Missouri, this is KRCG 13 Live at 5.
Good evening. I'm Megan Lane. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, the Mid-Missouri Major Case Squad is investigating a murder. The investigation was launched after a dead man was found inside a car in Callaway County. KRCG 13's Ashley Zavala is live at the Major Case Squad headquarters in Boone County with the details.
Megan, this afternoon, the Mid-Missouri Major Case Squad identified the victim found inside of that car in Callaway County. Officials say 34-year-old Stephen Mullins is the victim. The car was parked on County Road 268 in Callaway County. Investigators have not yet specified why exactly they believe Mullins' death is a murder. Just minutes ago, we spoke with Matt Aller with Major Case Squad. He says investigators are working 56 leads related to this case. The car we saw at the scene Monday was a 4-door Honda. A public record search showed Mullins owned a 2005 Honda Civic, but investigators will not confirm the car at the scene belonged to Mullins. The Boone County Medical Examiner's Office performed an autopsy on Mullins' body earlier today. The results of that autopsy are still pending, according to officials. Reporting live in Boone County, Ashley Zavala, KRCG 13.
And now, your KRCG 13 Weather Authority First Weather.
Hey, we are live in Fulton tonight for the big backyard barbecue. Winners are here lined up and they are ready. They are all ready to have a good time. Look at them. They are excited to be here. Again, the big backyard barbecue with the Missouri Beef Council and Hy-Vee. Wonderful weather tonight. It's been a little warm the last couple days. We still have warm temperatures ahead in your forecast, but after some rain this morning, feeling pretty good. Here's a live look over Jefferson City right now. Not many clouds in the sky. Again, a live look on our Scruggs Lumber camera. Overall, it's been a pretty quiet afternoon weather-wise. We've had that rain showers or activity this morning, clouds, but now we're really finding a lot more of that sunshine, and temperatures are starting to warm up. In those areas that really got some rain, they're really starting to feel the heat. Some of the rainfall totals in most of mid-Missouri, about 1/4 inch, a little higher out towards Booneville, Sedalia, where they picked up over 1/2 inch, in some areas over 1 inch of rain with the last 24 hours. Right now we're in the upper 80s to right around 90 degrees, and when you factor in that humidity, for a lot of us it's feeling like the upper 90s into the lower 100s, and we are going to find a lot more hot weather as we get into the rest of the week, but not tonight. We'll have mostly sunny skies, temperatures here in the upper 80s for the backyard barbecue, and later tonight we'll find more of the mid 80s. We'll talk a little more on that heat that's still ahead in your forecast coming up in a few minutes. Megan, back to you.
All right, thanks, Zach. Fireworks are back on sale in mid-Missouri, and fire officials are cautioning everyone to keep safety in mind. KRCG 13's Stephanie Hirata joins us live in the studio.
Megan, although we got a bit of rain last night into today, fire officials are making it clear that vegetation across the area is still very dry. And with those dry conditions, lighting fireworks could be dangerous. That's according to Boone County Assistant Fire Chief Gail Bloomingcamp. And this week, fireworks have gone back on the market with 4th of July just around the corner. Bloomingcamp says every year they get calls on emergencies involving fireworks. He recommends never leaving children alone with fireworks, sober adult supervision, and carefully reading labels on how to properly set off the fireworks.
Just ask people to be very cautious, use common sense. If the wind's blowing, if it's, one of those very dry days, not the right time to do it, because again, you can damage someone's property and or life, and then you're liable for that.
Bloomingcamp says to avoid accidents, clean up after the mess after setting off fireworks, put it in a metal can with water, and keep it stored away from your home. Reporting for KRCG 13, I'm Stephanie Hirata.
All right, thanks, Stephanie. An internal audit is highly critical of University of Missouri's College of Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources. It comes after a former employee admitted to stealing more than $716,000 over 9 years. The Columbia Missourian reports the audit found fiscal oversight was inadequate for the 17 agricultural research centers scattered across Missouri. It also found the college repeatedly violated university policies. And new tonight at 5, Boone County's first digital billboard is going up in Ashland. Crews spent today putting the final touches on the electronic sign near the Highway 63 exit. KRCG 13's Mark Slavitt reports the owner of the digital billboard jumped through several governmental hoops to get his project on display.
Sign owner Dave Westhoff got the idea for a digital billboard in his hometown of Ashland after he saw several of them at the Lake of the Ozarks. Boone County sign ordinance does not allow digital billboards. Ashland's sign ordinance supersedes any county laws. Sign owner Dave Westhoff got sign permits from MoDOT and the city of Ashland for his new digital billboard. Westhoff says about 60,000 people will look at his changing digital displays every day.
When it flips, it's instantaneously, so there's no lag, there's nothing that really is going to be a deterrent to anybody driving.
This computer display shows KRCG is just one of several businesses advertising on Ashland's new digital billboard. The billboard can display amber alerts and weather warnings in seconds. Boone County Commissioner Karen Miller says those types of warnings are not meant for digital billboards, and there are no plans to lift the county's ban on electronic signs along the highway.
We did not want flashing or messaging boards that people were focused on going 70 miles an hour instead of looking at the road and paying attention to their driving.
Westhoff says digital billboards are not a distraction. He believes they are a business opportunity. He hopes other mid-Missouri cities allow this technology to help boost economic development. In Ashland, Mark Slavitt, KRCG 13.
Westhoff hopes to have that digital billboard up and running sometime tomorrow morning. After taking a public relations beating over a decision last week, the Cole County Commission this morning took public comment on its initial decision not to lower the flags at county buildings following the mass shooting in Orlando. Ultimately, the commission changed its position, but not until after a vocal response locally and a negative national media attention.
If we can make some kind of policy that's going to give us a definitive protocol, we can change it. But I'm not inclined to say we're going to lower it every time there's a proclamation.
That's not going to satisfy some critics, a couple of whom showed up this morning to take the commission to task. Kermit Miller will have more on that tonight at 6. We're going back out to tonight's backyard barbecue, and then a moderate Republican floats a plan she hopes will break the stalemate over guns in Congress. More on that's coming up on KRCG 13 live at 5.
Your KRCG 13 Weather Authority forecast.
Well, we had some rain showers this morning, but we've got some more mild weather and sunshine across the area here this afternoon. We are live at Fulton for another big backyard barbecue, and I've got some help with me. I've got some kids from our backyard barbecue here tonight. Of course, how many of you guys, this is your first time on TV? Yeah, all right. Well, guess what? You might get a second opportunity later tonight. I know. They are excited to be here. Everybody's excited to be here, and we've got some great food coming up here later on tonight with the Missouri Beef Council and your Hy-Vee. In the meantime, we've got a pretty nice night tonight weather-wise, just a few thin clouds expected later on. Temperatures will probably be warming up here for the next hour or so, continuing to stay in the upper 80s to maybe right at 90 degrees. And as we head into your overnight hours, the muggies are going to continue. South winds continue as well, around 5 miles per hour. Temperatures tomorrow morning starting off on a warm note, looking for the low to mid 70s once again, and we're going to find an extremely hot day, I think, as we get into your Wednesday. In the meantime, clouds and radar, not much in the way of cloud cover, so we are rain-free right now. There's a different story earlier. A lot of areas picking up about 1/4 of an inch. If you're north of I-70, especially out towards the Booneville area, a lot of those areas picking up close to an inch of rain within the last 24 hours. Right now, we're finding those temperatures mid to upper 80s, even in the lower 90s. A little warmer for Warsaw at 94, 90 in Booneville right now. 89 in Columbia, Jefferson City. We're at 88 in Fulton. A nice 85 degrees with a light breeze here under our pavilion. That heat index, though, that's starting to creep up. We're starting to find some of those heat indices this afternoon already into the lower triple digits. Feeling like 107 right now in Marshall, 97 Columbia, 95 Jefferson City. It feels like 93 right now in Fulton. Here's a live look over at Jefferson City. Our Scruggs Lumber camera not showing much in the way of cloud cover, so we got lots of blue skies. Winds right now out of the southwest at 10 miles per hour. That dew point right now at 72 degrees, and that number very significant because that number will tell you how it's going to feel. And today, it's feeling a little bit on the oppressive side as those dew points are in the 70 degree range or even higher, and they're going to stay there tomorrow. In fact, I think they might even climb a few more degrees. We'll find slightly better conditions Thursday and Friday, but still going to be on the humid side. We'll still find those dew points close to 70 degrees. And because of that dew point and the heat that's expected tomorrow, we do have a heat advisory that is in effect for the entire mid-Missouri area tomorrow, starting late morning, and it goes until 9 o'clock tonight. The heat index tomorrow could climb upwards about 105 to maybe 106 degrees. Again, it is going to be very warm as we get into your Wednesday. In the meantime, pretty quiet skies all across the Midwest. In fact, we are cloud-free and rain-free. Different story as you head towards parts of central Iowa. They're starting to find a few more thunderstorms develop there. Those will maybe clip northeast Missouri as we head into your overnight hours. Overall here in mid-Missouri, we're going to stay rain-free, I think, tonight and as we go through the day tomorrow. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast as we get into your Wednesday morning. Those rain showers mainly across northeast Missouri, southeast Iowa, and into central Illinois. Otherwise, sunshine when you wake up tomorrow morning. That sunshine will continue as we go into the afternoon here for your Wednesday, but so does that heat and so does that humidity, and the winds are going to pick up. We're going to find breezy southwest winds. Could find some of those gusts close to 25 miles per hour, and again, that's going to bring in a lot more of that heat and humidity. So we get into your Thursday, we'll find a few more clouds. I think we could find a few thunderstorms as we get into your Thursday. Otherwise, overall, still looking for pretty dry conditions the next couple of days. Here's the forecast for tonight. Mostly clear skies, staying on the muggy side with temperatures falling back in the low to mid 70s to start off your Wednesday morning. The sunshine for your Wednesday afternoon with those breezy southwest winds. We'll send high temperatures tomorrow close to 99 degrees. That heat index tomorrow again around 105 to 106 degrees. A little cooler for Thursday and into Friday. Temperatures there in the lower 90s. And early next week and by the end of the weekend, we'll start to find some of those hit and miss rain chances with temperatures continuing in the low to 90s, Megan. It's a warm afternoon here in Fulton, but the weather with a nice breeze here under this pavilion.
It looks like that breeze is working well for you. Thanks, Zach. One day after 4 gun control bills were shot down in the U.S. Congress, a 5th one was proposed today. More on what meets the new proposal next on KRCG 13 Live at 5.
KRCG 13 Live at 5 with Megan Lane and weather with Zach Paul. KRCG 13 Live at 5.
Gun control continues to be a topic of debate in Congress. Today, a group of lawmakers unveiled a bipartisan compromise they say will keep firearms out of the hands of terrorists. Mark Albert has the details.
A new plan to increase gun regulations unveiled by Maine Senator Susan Collins and others would apply to a more narrow group.
We want to make America safer.
The Collins compromise would block anyone on the no-fly list or the TSA selectee list from instantly being able to purchase a firearm. Both lists have a combined 109,000 names. About 2,700 are Americans. Monday's 4 gun control amendments were defeated in part because of a dispute over how to protect people wrongly placed on these lists from losing their Second Amendment rights.
There's going to be no meaningful gun safety reforms done in this body if it's not bipartisan.
Senator Jeff Flake of Arizona says this compromise includes a presumption of innocence.
If you're denied the purchase of a weapon, you can go to an appeals court, directly to an appeals court, and ask the government to show proof.
Meanwhile, Senate leaders were still sniping over the failure of Monday's votes and the significant role of the National Rifle Association.
How many more mass shootings will we have to endure before Republicans realize that they're being used by the NRA?
The Democrats want to talk about anything but defeating ISIS and want to take something which clearly was a terrorist attack in this country and make it a debate about something entirely different.
No vote on the bipartisan compromise has yet been announced. Mark Albert for CBS News, Capitol Hill.
President Obama tweeted today saying the Senate failed the American people by not doing more than holding moments of silence after the recent gun violence. We're checking in with tonight's backyard barbecue. That's next on KRCG 13 Live at 5. Back out to Fulton. It's where Rod Smith is at our backyard barbecue. Rod?
Hey Megan, thanks so much. We are here live in Fulton. It's a big old backyard barbecue, having fun tonight with a lot of our friends from both here in Fulton and really all around mid-Missouri. 8 different winners, and the burgers are going on in a little while. Michaela Reynolds is with us from the Missouri Beef Council, and these are not just ordinary burgers. Michaela, what do we have tonight?
Tonight we're eating sweet heat from Hy-Vee with pepper jack cheese in it.
That sounds good, and the burgers are good, and you are going to be barbecuing, is that right? And who is helping you?
Yeah, Rachel's going to help me out tonight.
Very good. And how many burgers?
About 80 of them.
Holy cow, 80 burgers tonight. They will be good from your Jefferson City Hy-Vee. Jay Flogger is with us here. Jay is from Holt Summit, and Jay, you're one of our winners. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I just want to say hi to Megan Lane back at this studio. And I've been trying for a long time, and I'm so happy that I finally won. And it was an honor.
That's great, Jay. Good to have you and your family here, and we're sure sorry that Megan Lane couldn't be here tonight.
I know, I'm sad about it.
Yeah, she's really busy with news stuff. She doesn't have time for burgers and fun stuff out here. So anyway, we got Jamie Astrike here from the Hams Prairie area, which is right outside of Fulton.
Yes,
right, Jamie?
yes it is.
You've got family here. I think you've got more than one generation.
That's right. My mom and my daughter, and this is one of 2 grandsons.
Hey, he looks healthy.
Oh yes. His name's Jackson, and he's we call him Little Baby Buddha because he's got the little cheeks there.
Baby who?
Buddha.
Baby Buddha. All right, there he is. He's ready for a barbecue, and so are we. Jamie, thanks for coming. Hams Prairie, one of the great communities in our area. True Calawegians. Yes. They are a special breed, aren't they? Yep. We're glad to be here in Fulton tonight. We'll be back with more barbecue and a little more fun. Back with Zach in a little while. Megan?
All right, thanks, Rod. Tell Jay I said hello, and hopefully you'll bring us back a burger or 2. Zach has a final check of our forecast coming up after the break on KRCG 13 Live at 5.
We'll continue to find warm conditions around the area this evening. Temperatures will be falling back into the 70s. If you can find a shade tree or some shade tonight, there is a light breeze. It'll feel pretty good. You'll definitely want to find some shade and maybe even some air conditioning tomorrow, as we'll find high temperatures in the upper 90s. That heat index tomorrow around 105 to 106 degrees. And we do have a heat advisory in effect until 9 p.m. tomorrow night. A little cooler for the second half of the week. Temperatures in the lower 90s. Rain chances begin to increase as we get into your Friday. Early next week, we'll find some more rain chances, but temperatures are going to stay warm. We'll find highs remaining mostly in the lower 90s, and towards next week, we'll find a couple of the upper 80s. We're here live in Fulton. It is the big backyard barbecue. Megan will have more tonight coming up at 6 o'clock. Back to you.
All right, that sounds good. Thanks, Zach, and thank you for joining us for KRCG 13 Live at 5. We hope to see you right back here tonight at 6. Have a great evening.